Hello friends, welcome back to STN World. Now I am going to dictate Supreme Court's landmark judgment at the rate of 100 WPM. So get ready for the dictation. 3, 2, 1, start. The core issue that is requisite to be addressed is whether the appellant has ceased to be an aggrieved person because of the decree of judicial separation. Once the decree of divorce is passed, the status of the parties becomes different. But that is not so when there is a decree for judicial separation. A three-judge bench in Jeet Singh and others versus State of UP, though in a different context, adverted to the concept of judicial separation and ruled that the judicial separation creates rights and obligations. A decree or an order for judicial separation permits the parties to live apart. There would be no obligation for either party to cohabit with the other. Mutual rights and obligations arising out of a marriage are suspended. The decree, however, does not sever or dissolve the marriage. It affords an opportunity for reconciliation and adjustment. Though judicial separation after a certain period may become a ground for divorce, it is not necessary and the parties are not bound to have recourse to that remedy, and the parties can live keeping their status as wife and husband till their lifetime. In this regard, we may fruitfully refer to the authority in Hirachand Srinivas Mana Goenka versus Sunanda, wherein the issue that arose for determination was whether the husband who had filed a petition seeking dissolution of the marriage by a decree of divorce under section 13A within bracket 1 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 can be declined relief on the ground that he had failed to pay maintenance for his wife and daughter despite an order of the court. The husband was appellant before this court and had filed an application under section 10 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 for seeking judicial separation on the ground of adultery on the part of the appellant. Thereafter, the appellant presented the petition for dissolution of marriage by decree of divorce on the ground that there has been no resumption of cohabitation as between the parties to the marriage for a period of more than 1 year after passing of the decree for judicial separation. The stand of the wife was that the appellant, having failed to pay the maintenance as ordered by the court, the petition for divorce filed by the husband was liable to be rejected inasmuch as he was trying to get advantage of his own wrong for getting the relief. The High Court accepted the plea of the wife and refused to grant the prayer of the appellant seeking divorce. It was contended before this court that the only condition for getting divorce under section 13(1)(a) 1 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 is that there has been no resumption for cohabitation between the parties to the marriage for a period of 1 year or upwards after the passing of the divorce for judicial separation in a proceeding to which both the spouses are parties. It was urged that if the said condition is satisfied, the court is required to pass a decree of divorce. On behalf of the wife, the said submissions were resisted on the score that the husband had been living in continuous adultery even after passing of the decree of judicial separation and had reasonably failed to maintain the wife and daughter. The court proceeded to analyze Section 13(1)(a)(1) of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Analyzing the provisions at length and speaking about judicial separation, it expressed that after the decree for judicial separation was passed on the petition filed by the wife, it was the duty of both the spouses to do their part of cohabitation. The husband was expected to act as a dutiful husband towards the wife, and the wife was to act as a devoted wife towards the husband. If this concept of both the spouses making sincere contribution for the purpose of successful cohabitation after a judicial separation is ordered, then it can reasonably be said that in the facts and circumstances of the case, the husband, in refusing to pay maintenance to the wife, failed to act as a husband.